Colt went to Abel's, knocking on the door as Stallion. This was really just a formality that many before him wouldn't have given, but knowing Abel and Lavender, it was wiser to knock before entering. Lavender came to the door, cheerful as always. "My brother, please come in." Colt entered looking about the children, who were mostly eating rather neatly for their ages, as well as the mare Sophia that helped her was taking care of Lavender's triplets feedings quietly in the corner. Colt looked to her, and that's all it took for her to nod in understanding, finishing her duty and leaving as silently. Once she was gone, Colt took a seat in his favorite wooden chair. Lavender came over offering him some milk, but he let out a sigh, twitching his fingers for her to put it away. Lavender looked to him oddly. "It's not like you to turn away a drink. What is troubling you, brother?" Reem came running up to sit on his lap. Colt patted her head, a moment looking to her deeply. "Why don't you go play with the girls outside for a bit? Reem, I need to talk with your mother and father." Reem shook her head. "I'd like to stay with you, Unky Colt." He lifted her up and then to the floor. "Not this time, sweet one." She looked disappointed and looked to Lavender as her mother smiled. "Go on, do as you're told." "But the girls are no fun. They want to always play dollies." Colt looked to her, slightly smiling. "Then go play with the boys." Reem swiftly turned to him. "But they say I'm a filly and can't play their games." Colt leaned forward to meet her eyes. "That's because they know you would beat them. Now, go tell those rascals I told them to let you play." "Okay," she squealed as she went to the door, and with some trouble managed to get it open, running after the boys. Lavender shut the door behind her. "Showing favoritism will not favor her in the future, you know." Colt nodded. "Yes, but I needed her gone for this talk. The others are young enough, their thoughts will not be bothered by it." "That's serious?" Lavender questioned as Colt nodded. "When will Abel be coming? Should I send for him?" Colt asked. Lavender sat herself down on the bed. "He should be here soon for lunch." Colt put a hand on his knee. This might bitter his stomach, unfortunately. "I will not smooth my words to ease the worry, for it is a real one you both must know fully." Just then Abel came in looking to Lavender. "What is Reem doing with—" He stopped his words as he saw Colt sitting. "Sorry, my brother, is something the matter?" Colt looked to him as Lavender touched the bed for him to sit beside her. "I gave Reem permission to play with the boys. Is something the matter?" Abel looked to Colt, then Lavender. Lavender's eyes were calm, but also speaking yes to his question. "What is it?" he urged. Colt looked to them. "I spoke with Firefly in the underground of great questions I had, and now I have some answers to give on some matters you are not aware of. I have told you little of my nanos as well as what happened with our daughter and what could have been for our son, but that business is under control, but new problems arose from it, for you, Abel, and your family." "How so?" Lavender spoke up. Colt took a breath before beginning. "Before I speak, I want you both to know nothing is of certainty yet, and tests shall be done. There may be of no real worry, but it should all be out in the open. Let me begin with my mother, was the reason I have my nanos. Firefly found a way to calm them and eventually rid my body of them. But Abel, you too are of mother's blood, and you may have them within you. There are 3 ways it could go. 2 are safe for Abel, but less so for you, my sister, and your children. But the 3rd can equal death for you and the entirety of your family." Abel showed the worry on his face. "How?" "I will go into great detail as you both listen." So the conversation went on for a great deal of time with no questions being asked of Colt till his words were finished. Abel grabbed Lavender's hand in his. "It seems as though we need to find out the answers, and quickly then." He turned to Lavender. "I'm sorry, my silver flower, I never knew, or I would not have put this on you or our children." Lavender smiled. "It's all right, my strong one, we will be all right. You will see why worry on something that may not be." Colt slightly coughed to gain their attention. "Nevertheless, I must ask as your brother and Stallion not to commence in any activities that may bring troubles to your family until we find out more. I normally would never talk of these matters, but you understand the burden in it." Abel looked to Lavender. "I should go sleep in with the Broncos." Colt shook his head. "No." "Why not, brother?" Abel asked. Colt looked to him calmly. "It would raise questions. I would like to send you to the underground for some war preparations immediately." Abel looked to Colt. "I see. Abel took Lavender's hands cupped in his as he kissed them softly. "This is all I can do for you for the time." Lavender smiled. "It will only be a short time, but we will miss you." Colt looked to Lavender. "I will be asking of you some samples in the days to come, of you and of your children. Then we will know more." Lavender nodded as Abel stood leaving the hut. Colt stood. "I have a few more things I must do this day, but if you are in need of anything, please do not hesitate to ask of it, and it shall be done." Lavender hugged Colt. "You have so much on you. I can handle these few things. I am after all the daughter of a stallion as well. It's in our blood." Colt smiled as he held her back. "Sister, have no worries. I will take care of my family, I promise you this." She just held to him a moment. "You are such a good big brother. You always kept your promises to me. Not for me, but for my children's sake. I can only hope you can keep this promise." Colt released his grip to her. "Let me know if there is any changes in any of them, even if it is small." Lavender nodded as Colt opened the door to leave. He stood firm as he left, but Lavender sat back down on the bed, and after a moment she began to cry silently.